All right, welcome into PointsBet. I am Kyle Scott, joined once again by the Wizard. Wizard, what's going on?
Kyle, it's another week in the trading room. I'm just happy to be alive.
Happy to be alive. Any big weekend plans up in Montauk? It's going to be a little cold and rainy this weekend, Wizard.
Yeah, so Kyle, I'm 1 week on, 1 week off with Montauk. I like to dabble in the sort of New York City elite scene when I can. So 1 week on, 1 week off is the name of the game.
Underground clubs and everything, I'm sure. I got a couple things for you, Wizard. First up, you guys took a 5-figure bet on the Raptors and Blazers meeting in the NBA Finals. That gives you $1.5 million worth of exposure. How's the Wizards feel about being that open if that matchup takes place?
Well, Kyle, look, the Wizard rarely gets shaken to his core, but even I had to put down a glass of my old-fashioned, which is my favourite drink, and really deep dive into the numbers. And you know what I did see was that, look, it's going to be tough for the Blazers. They might have to go through both the Rockets and the Warriors for that bet to win, but I'm not sure the Wizard will have a job if that $1.5 million bet gets up.
That's where you got to pull the hotel alarm for the Blazers if they start getting close in the conference finals. That's how you do it.
Exactly right.
Let's talk a little bit about some NBA futures while we're on it. Locally here, the Sixers, they haven't looked so great lately. They've been resting some of their starters, some injury concerns. Plus 1,400 at PointsBet to win the NBA championship. They are third in the Eastern Conference behind the Bucks and Raptors. What sort of money action, total bets are you seeing on the Sixers right now?
Well, to be honest, Carl, it's been a sort of Amtrak freight train for the 76ers. They just keep coming for them. Obviously, you know, a local team in the area, they think they'll really start to switch on come the finals times. But what we've also seen that's really, really been pleasing is we took a $2,700 bet on Houston to win at $13 as well. So now Houston's leapfrogged the Bucks as our second worst liability. So out of those three teams, the Bucks, the 76ers and the Rockets, we're really going to be cheering against them.
So my guess is if you guys have a favorite, it's the Raptors. You just don't want them to meet the Blazers.
Exactly right. And really, we haven't taken much on the Warriors. The bettors are almost scared of them. So that wouldn't be a terrible result for PointsBet.
Not great odds on the Warriors anyway. It seems like a long not the place to invest the money at -2.
Not a great way to get an apartment at Montauk.
That's right. All right, so while we're on the local action, we talked about Sixers. Talk a little bit about the Phillies. They got a hot start, 4-1. Bryce Harper has been absolutely raking. I know you guys got killed on opening day when the Phillies, Yankees, and Mets all won. What sort of action have you been seeing on Harper? I know you guys have had some odds boosts.
Well, Kyle, look, they just keep coming. They're coming out of the trees, out of the woodwork, out of their hotel rooms. They keep coming for the Phillies. And every time we put a Bryce Harper booster odds up, it gets snapped up, whether it's to get a hit, a home run, 2 hits, whether it's Bryce Harper to even smile. If we put it up, they'll bet on it, and I think it's going to continue if they can continue this hot streak. Obviously 4-1 now, and they really look the goods.
We're going to need some action on Bryce Harper taking his now patented bow in right field after he goes yard. Let's see if the Wizard can cue that up for us.
You're speaking to the right person. I'll have that up within the hour.
Awesome. And then let's talk a little bit about the Yankees real quick. I know you guys got killed. Take a lot of action on them. They're 3-4 now, dropping 4 of their last 6. Did you guys recoup some of those opening day losses?
We definitely did. The sort of home run, barrage that they had early on, it stopped. We still take most of our bets on the Yankees, followed by the Mets and the Phillies. So it has been nice to see, I guess, that evening. But I guess we also want all the local teams to do well to continue the interest throughout the whole season.
Big weekend coming up. We got the Final Four. Where's the action going?
Texas Tech. That's all I can say. It keeps coming in. I had to check if there was a leak from the ceiling because the bets are just flowing in from the sky. So obviously they're our biggest liability to win the tournament. They're also our biggest liability in their game on Saturday night. So I'm really going to be watching. I won't be wearing my Texas Tech jersey. I can tell you that.
You on the UVA, the Virginia train? I assume that's the Wizards team. The Wizards team here?
Yes, that's a good pick, Kyle. You've obviously sort of picked the teams I like to follow, and I will be cheering Kyle Guy home harder than I've ever cheered before.
All right, listen, Wizard, thanks for joining us. Those of you watching, make sure you download the PointsBet app, enter code BROADLINES, get a $50 free bet with no deposit, and then 2 risk-free bets up to $1,000. Wizard, thank you. Enjoy your weekend in the New York club scene. We look forward to talking to you next week.
Thank you, Kyle. I'll get you in if you wanted to. Thanks a lot.